were told, I'm an obstetric and gynecologist from the Pade Hospital near Tiberias. Today you are going to learn that medical clowns are part of the treatment team of sexually abused and how they change the experience of the anogenital examination of sexually abused children. I am an obstetric and gynecologist and I am in charge of the tennis center for the examination and the treatment of sexually abused. We perform a complete physical and anogenital examination and documentation of the findings. We examine approximately 120 cases a year. Most of them are minors, 85%, and most of them are girls. Our staff includes doctors, nurses, we have a research coordinator, social worker, a secretary, volunteers, and in the last 10 years, we incorporated medical clowns into our staff. And they are present in most of our examinations. Can you imagine medical clowns interacting with sexually abused patients? Sexual abuse is a tragic issue. Is there a place for laughter in these cases? You will soon understand. Do you know the difference between sexually abused children and other patients? You surely know that sexually abused patients might feel fear, shame, anger, and guilt. They are afraid of the examination and the result of the examination. They might not trust in anybody. They have difficulty in disclosing their secrets and their intimate parts.
Oh, hello everybody. My name is Dr. Harta. Yes, in Hebrew it means Harta me'otanu b'charta from the Bible. Yes. In English it means Harta from the heart, huh? Doctor, you look so clever today. You look more like a professor, actually, right?
Thank you.
Yeah?
Thank you.
Your overall especially looks like a professor.
Thanks,
wow.
thanks.
Isn't that so? Yes, that is so, I know. Yes, yes. Okay, so now, 1, 2, 3, here we go. Okay, so hello. My second name is Shoshi, and I'm a clown, a medical clown. At first, it seemed strange and even threatening to me as a woman and as a mother to 3 girls to work with sexually abused minors. But I hope that after this talk, you too will understand the necessity of medical clowns in these situations. I work with children and teenagers and with the mentally disabled.
Although sexual abuse is a physical act, the main trauma is mental. In many cases of abused children who come to our center, they don't cooperate, they don't communicate, they are passive and they don't talk or make eye contact. Do you remember the 7-year-old who came from a shelter with her mother and the social worker? We were told that the child wouldn't be able to be examined at this stage, and she was coming to know us for seeing the place, and maybe the next time she will be examined because she's very afraid and she's traumatized.
Yeah, I remember her. She came in holding a little puppy, a dog's puppy, and she was totally absorbed in this puppy. She did not respond to us. Didn't matter what we did, she did not respond to us. So I stood a few meters away. I had my red nose on. Yeah. I looked at her and the puppy and I said, "Oh, what's your puppy's name?" Now the direct and simple question made her look at me. And she said, Kesem. Kesem is magic. And I said, "Oh, what a great name." And I started singing and dancing this very, very old Israeli song about the Sea of Galilee, which goes, "Kesem על ים כנרת, אני לא זוכרת את המילים, תני." And you joined me, like today. We were so happy with our achievement. We were like, "Whoa, yeah, it's a breakthrough. We've done it again, woohoo." And then she looked at us. She started laughing. And she stared at us as if we were some kind of dinosaurs. And she said, "What's that song you're singing? That's not how you sing it." And I said, "Oh, will you please teach us how to sing it?" And she said, "Yeah, okay." She lifted her arms like this, and she started singing. Can you hold this for me? Yes. It's a very new, it's a very new, modern love song. It says, "Kesem ani korelach, kesem ani korelach." A slight difference between the two dances. So I joined her, and I said, "You're such a great teacher. I thank you so much. We're so lucky. Yeah, we're so lucky that you came in today. This is great." So the ice broke, and shortly after, the girl and the puppy walked into the examination room, went on the bed, and this is how the examination was conducted. There's Mr. Puppy. He loves the plastic gloves. He was nibbling on them. Yeah.
The children don't trust anyone. They are very suspicious generally. In addition, the children and their parents are sad and ashamed and deeply concentrated in their trauma.
At this stage, I try to recharge the battery, to make them feel like regular people, like regular children, and not like victims. I build a bond with them, an alliance with them. And I always try to make them feel cleverer. They are actually, not very hard to do, cleverer, prettier, and more capable than I am.
For example, we have a teenager who was a professional ballroom dancer who was abused for 6 months by her dance teacher. She didn't tell anybody about it for many reasons, but maybe she was afraid that it will harm her dancing career.
She came in and she was sitting on the couch, and she looked very, very sad. And when I approached her, she looked at me very suspiciously. And I saw that she was sitting in a dancer's position. There are dancers here among us. You know this, like she was very sad, but she still had her body, like I never sit like that, but somehow she was sitting. So I guess she had something to do with dancing. And I said, okay, I'm going to try my luck and say something about dancing. So I approached her. And I said, "Hello, I'm Dr. Harta. Nice to meet you." I got a smile. Woo. And I said, I'm sorry to bother you, but do you know anything about dancing?" The minute I said dancing, her eyes lit, her face lit up like that. I said, "Ooh, I've got the good direction." And I said, "Yeah, I'm really, is it all right? I've got this really important audition, dancing audition tomorrow at the Israeli national dancing team. And I have my piece, my dancing, my dance is ready. It's perfect. It's really perfect. I've been practicing forever. But, you know, it's always good to hear from someone else. Maybe you can, will it be okay if I show you my dance and maybe you have a tip or two to give me?" She said yes. She was already sitting more comfortably. She looked much taller. Yeah? Please, again, this is my personal helper. Thank you so much. And then I started my very, very special ballet dance with these shoes. Yeah. Oh, there was one of these in the middle as well. And I finished with this grand finale. Freeze. Like this. Thank you. You're very good. So she had this enormous smile on her face. She was really trying hard not to laugh. And I said, "Well, is it perfect as is, or do you have any tips for me?" She said, "Yeah, it's very good. You're very good, but my tip is," why are you laughing? Okay. "But my tip for you is maybe you can postpone it for next year, this audition." I said, "Wow, that's a very valuable tip. Thank you so much." And we became friends after that. So immediately, she was my best friend. Obviously, she was better than I am, obviously. She's capable more than I am. And the main thing is that the moment I did my unbelievable dance, which was unbelievable, but in the opposite direction that you usually use the word. The moment I did my dance, and I asked for her tips, and my situation was much worse than hers. I was the one with the problem. Like, I've reached my age, I'm still doing this dance, I think it's fabulous. Not sure if I can grow out of that, but she'll be all right. Okay, so I'm having the problem. She's okay, I need her help.
And I still don't understand, how did you know that she was a dancer?
You know, right? Soon after,
we didn't tell her. We didn't tell her.
I didn't know. Soon after that, we were all of us dancing cha-cha, and we were trying to go. I don't remember if it's forward or back or left or right, and like that. And it was crazy.
You see that doing is something to overcome the trauma, and dancing is one way to overcome the trauma. The main point is that medical clowns are essential in making the victims, their family, and even the staff members to act normally in an abnormal situation. The anogenital examination of sexually abused children is generally very difficult because it might be traumatic. You can imagine that the place hurts and I have to touch. It may bring memories, it may be painful memories, and I have to ask them to spread their legs and to touch and illuminate and even take pictures. All these may re-traumatize these children, and this is the last thing I would like to do, because the oath of the doctor is in Italian, where are Italian, Padua, primum non nocere, which means at first, don't hurt.
Well, the clown's oath is smile, enjoy, eat a lot of ice cream, go to a national dance competition without knowing anything.
Yes, the medical clowns has a crucial role in overcoming obstacles which may come during the examination. The examination may be difficult if parents are not coming with the children or doesn't know that the children are coming to be examined, or if the trauma was a repeated abuse. Especially in cases where the trauma has been done by a member of the family, it will be very, very difficult to examine these children. They don't want to enter to the examination room. They don't want to climb on the bed. They don't want to take off their clothes. And it is very difficult to check them, to persuade them to do it. And this, the role of the medical clown in these obstacles that are arising is crucial.
Well, I'm aware of everything that happens in the examination room. I'm aware when the child is tense, when the doctor cannot proceed with the examination, and when the parents need help. And regarding the obstacles, well, this is how I see it. For minor obstacles, I might blow soap bubbles or fly airplanes with an encouraging message, you are great, and wow, whatever, words on it. For medium obstacles, I may, thank you, doctor, you have one? 1, 2, 3, go. I may squirt water like this out of syringes. It always works. Or I may play a song on YouTube. And then while she's examined, we are both singing and dancing while the examination is going on. But for major obstacles, I have no choice but to use my non-conventional heavy weapon. And this is what happened.
Like happened with a 9-year-old girl who came, a newcomer to Israel, who came with her mother after having been abused by her grandfather. She was in trauma, and her mother also was in trauma. The communication was none because of the language that was missing, and the girl was very embarrassed and shy and refused to enter and to be examined.
Well, as soon as I realized the situation, I showed her this weapon, which has a remote. She got very excited with it, and she wanted to use it immediately. So I kind of told, because we didn't speak the same language, but I showed her that it works best on the bed. In an instant, she was on the bed. So I called you. You were busy talking to the social worker, the mother, the interpreter. You stopped everything, came immediately to the room. The girl was ready with the remote, and I said, oh. So that's happened. Okay, and you were like really shocked, like what's happening? And I was showing her, the remote. Hold on to the remote. Don't lose your remote. She wanted to use it, and I signaled that she has to be in like a frog's position. She did that, and she really wanted to use the remote. She couldn't wait any longer, and I said, wait, until the doctor gets a bit closer to you. Okay, now, I must say the doctor did not know of this weapon until that moment. Now, I'm going to take this for a minute here. I'm going to give my best helper, my personal helper. Actually, where did you come from?
I come from Germany.
She came from Germany specially to help me. Thank you. That's the remote. This is a machine. It was hidden under the sheet, and the girl pressed the remote. Oh, and then she couldn't wait any longer and pressed it again.
What was that?
And again.
Who ate beans last night? Who ate beans last night?
Oh, yeah.
It's not funny.
It's not funny. So actually, the doctor didn't know of this weapon. It was the first time. Yeah, it was great. Sorry to do that to your mom, yeah, but I had great fun. Okay, I'll put it down here. So actually, you didn't know of it, and you froze. You didn't move, and your face turned red. You were actually waiting for the wind to follow. But when the girl pressed it again and again, you understood it was not for real, and the wind is not going to come now. And the girl actually controlled the situation. She was pressing. She was making fun of us. More of you, excuse me.
She made the embarrassed.
Hospitals.
I was so embarrassed, and then the girl laughed, and I completed my examination with many laughters.
Yeah, and the cooperation between us was perfect.
Sure. Since we incorporated medical clowns at our center, we don't use and we don't need a general anesthesia in, I think, all of the cases, more than 99% of the cases. Before incorporating medical clowns, we sometimes needed anesthesia in cases that children didn't cooperate with us. The bottom line is that child sexual abuse centers need medical clowns because they change the embarrassing, the frightening, and the possibly re-traumatizing experience into a bearable, less painful, and even empowering one.
Now, yeah? Now you're going to watch a short movie that was taken at the tennis center during an examination. You'll see, I think it's about 1.5 minutes. Yeah, I like it. For the movie, she goes there, but... Great, you can go back afterwards. Good. Okay, so this is a time that if you have any questions, it's all planned.
Examinations much easier.
יופי, לא חיוורת, היא בסדר גמור. וואו, איזה עיניים. אנחנו מבצעים את הבדיקה. We conduct a general examination to make it like a routine pediatric examination. At the same time, identifying signs of neglect or physical abuse, collecting evidence, and providing legal documentation. The medical clown is aware of all that is happening and responds actively when a problem arises. This ability is amazing, as she enables me as a doctor to conduct a more comprehensive examination than I could in the past. And on the other hand, the child feels more secure and protected. Due to the cooperation with the clown, we almost never have to resort to anesthesia for the examination. I always place myself in a lower position than the children to empower them and to give them a feeling of control which was taken from them during the attack.
בא לך שנלך לשם, נשחק או נשאר פה? באמת? נשאר פה? טוב, אז נשאר פה.
The study shows
Examinations much easier.
ממש בסדר. לא.
She actually wanted to stay on the examination bed, and we really had so much fun. That's what she said. So we did. Two minutes. Well, clown minutes are different than regular minutes. 2 minutes is like forever for me. Yeah, no problem. As you can see, this is where the machine works. Yeah. There. Okay.
We have conducted several studies about medical clowning in sexual abuse centers in our center, and we wrote 4 articles about this medical clowns, and you'll see it here. And there are 4 articles outside, if you can look at about it and see it.
And take it.
And in our last study, we examined the influence of medical clowns on the state anxiety of children undergoing invasive examinations. Among the research tools, we used children drawings, and we asked the children to draw a child your age at hospital. Preliminary results show that the drawing of children who were accompanied by a clown rated lower state anxiety. Here are 2 of the drawings. You see in the right, the child is smiling. This is written in the tennis center.
She knows exactly where she is. Tennis center, and this was without a clown. She has all these things in her. That's what she's thinking of.
In addition, because the fact that so many children are coming to our center, we have developed a community preventive program for preschool children and their parents. It's a show in which the medical clown is the main actress.
Our show deals with the gray area, where children are not sure if what is happening is all right or not all right. So we have a few scenes. Every scene ends with a different dilemma. After that, we conduct a dialogue with the parents and the children. And at the end of the dialogue, we sing a song together. The songs actually give advice and give a solution to the dilemma that was earlier. The children get the songs. The children get the songs a few weeks before the show. They learn them and they sing them with us together. So this is a song about when I go out, my parents always remind me not to go with strangers, and you'll see how the children sing with us.
The name of the show is A Secret to be Told.
Secrets that should be told, yeah. You hear the children? What is his name? Guy Porat. Yeah. Okay, this is a picture from our show, and
we warmly
invite you all from Germany, from all other places, Scandinavia,
Italy.
Italy.
They should invite you.
Yeah, you can invite. Rachel, you didn't let me finish my sentence. I warmly invite you to invite us to Germany, to Scandinavia. Anyone from New Zealand? And learn our magic.
So, okay. Thank you.